Good afternoon, everybody. It's Christer Bergus here in Kona, Hawaii, and I'm bringing up my update for the month of December to you guys. The month of December has been an absolutely amazing month, beginning off with our students. Last week in the DTS, we had Todd White come in and speak, who is a very prominent speaker, evangelist. He's been in a number of recent movies in more charismatic circles, and came in to share on lifestyle evangelism, basically the normal Christian life. And his week was absolutely amazing. So many good principles of just being faithful and sowing seeds, no matter who we're with, no matter where we go, to always be a people who are faithful to sow the seeds of the gospel. And that gave me an amazing opportunity this past week. On Friday, I got to ring the bell for the Salvation Army's Red Kettle fundraiser each year. And it was so much fun because I got to speak to so many people and share the words of God with them, as well as pray for them and talk to all sorts of different people. So it was such a blessing to be able to take the week that I had just been sitting in with Todd and put into practice the things that he'd been teaching. And just even feeling a lifting of burden that comes on often through sitting in so much teaching and instruction on a lot of practices. And so it was just such a good week. In another note, last Thursday was our financial deadline for students going on outreach. So they needed all of their outreach fees, and every single student had their outreach fees completely paid for by the Thursday deadline, which is the first time I've ever been a part of a school or known a school that has had all of their money in, at least an Awaken that has had all of their money in by the deadlines, which is absolutely amazing. And so every single one of our students is going to be able to go on outreach. They're all going to be able to go to the nations that they have planned, and so now we're just believing for a few more staff who are still in need of a little bit of finances to be able to go on outreach. And so we're super stoked for what the Lord is doing. Besides that, I've just started my new quarter of school, and I am taking classes in theology, so a survey of theology class 2 and a church history class. And the church history class has been fascinating, learning about how the church has evolved and grown, as well as the rise and fall of certain leaders in the church, and how Catholicism became so prominent and powerful throughout the Middle Ages. I've just finished a chapter on the Reformation, and it concluded with talking about denominationalism, which to me has almost been like a Christian cuss word. You hear it said and you're like, oh, like, we just want to unify the body of Christ so that there is this just unity in the whole church. And denominationalism can often seem like a bad thing, but this concept and the principles behind it were such a revolutionary idea, bringing church and Christianity all together into one, even with differing beliefs. And so I've actually gone, in a matter of moments of thinking denominationalism is a terrible thing, to actually it's a very, very good thing. And I'm very thankful for that. So that's a little bit of taste of what's been going on. We are having a week on evangelism training, practically, with Danny Lehman this week in our school. And then next week, Dan Bauman comes in and talks a little bit about living with Jesus, and then our teams send off in 10 days on the 16th and 17th of December, and then they're out, and it's complete of lecture phase. So they'll wrap up completely in March, but for the next few months they'll be out on the field. So you can be praying for those teams and for the staff and just all the ministry to open up, and divine appointments and doors to swing wide open. So thank you so much for all of your prayers and keeping up with these blogs. God bless you. And if you have any questions, you can send me an email. I'd love to share more and talk about what I'm doing more. So thank you so much, and God bless.